Alright, so the first thing we're going to do here is weigh 15 grams of our coffee on our digital scale with 0.1 gram resolution.
I'm trying to imagine myself in the morning with one eye open doing this. I'm sure I can do it.
Quite good. Alright, the next thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to take not too many beans, because we know beans are precious, but like a few beans like this, and I'm going to grind them through the grinder. And the reason for that is that I want to purge out any like kind of coffee from yesterday or whatever the last time I ground a cup, which was a while ago. It's sort of stale.
Oh.
So by grinding this little handful of coffee through,
Yeah. That's a good tip. My brand new virtuoso grinder.
so I'm just going to discard that little part of going through.
All right. Ooh, look at that guy. Top secret.
Calibration number.
You're just
Are you
calibrating?
ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to start with the grind setting of 30, and I'm going to start grinding and visually examining the coffee to see if I think we're in the right range of grind. But it's just a visual, using my own experience, visual assessment.
Okay.
And when I feel that visually we're in the right range, then we'll start actually brewing. All right, so now we're going to grind our coffee for the actual brew here.
Now we're rolling.
Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the filter in the AeroPress, and then we're going to give it a rinse. So this is where you can go over to your RO tap, or if you want to rinse for your Brita, you want to rinse with something that isn't tap water. So I'm just going to go over here.
Today.
Can you see there? Or?
Yeah. What do we need here?
What's that? Oh, this way. Residual taste in the paper itself, just by giving it a quick rinse in cold water. Hot water is even better, but cold water is okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use what's called the inverted method of the AeroPress. So I'm going to take the two pieces of the AeroPress, I'm going to fit them together like this, and then I'm going to draw it down so it's very near the bottom. So I have basically about a quarter of an inch. Or maybe the rubber is like about a quarter of an inch in the bottom here. So I don't want it to leak water out because I'm going to fill this with water. But I do need like maximum space in it.
Okay.
I'm set it on my scale. You need to make sure your scale has probably at least a half a kilo capacity to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my coffee I just ground and put it in the top here. I'm just going to shake it to level it out. You can see that there's a tiny bit less coffee than what we put in, but very fractional. 14.8 grams, we put in 15, so
All right.
I'm going to zero that out. I'm going to go grab my water now. My water is directly off boil. It's the right mineral content.
205 Fahrenheit degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, just below boiling. Boiling is 206 basically.
All right.
So I'm going to start pouring the water in, and I'm going to start my timer at the same time. I'm going to be watching the scale. I'm going to pour in just enough water to visually cover the coffee. It's going to be somewhere around 60 grams. I'm going to take my stirrer, and I'm going to give it quite a vigorous stir. I'm going to stir around, and then I'm going to stir it back and forth. And the purpose of that is to break up the clumps of coffee and make sure everything is really evenly wet. And then I'm going to keep pouring. Now I'm going to finish off at 250 grams. But I want to take time to get there, and you can kind of see I'm doing concentric circles just to make sure I'm wetting all the coffee evenly. I don't want sort of dry patches of coffee. So I'm also keeping there's a bloom that formed, which is like a foam kind of, keeping that that level as I fill it. So I'm pretty close here. So 251. That's a tiny bit over, but that's okay.
Huh? Straight to
I'm going to
the
give
top
it
there.
a little bit of a stir. I just want to take the coffee that's kind of floating on the top and make sure it's sunk down. Now I'm going to go get my cup.
Cup, I'm liking the sound of that.
I'm going to give my, I have to go fast here, we're running out of time. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to give it a stir at the top, and then all the way down to the bottom I'm going to give it a stir. This is where the trouble. Now I'm going to pick the cap and twist it on, nice and tight, and I'm going to push it down until I see some water come out. And I'm going to put my cup on, flip the whole thing,
Ta-da!
twist so I can see the numbers, and to press. My goal is to have 10 seconds of press time to each of these numbers here. You can see them.
Hmm.
So I can kind of see the shadow of the bottom of the press there. I'm timing it so that each 10 seconds per each one of these numbers. And I was a little bit late on the start because I didn't prepare my cup.
This is a new AeroPress, so it's a little bit sticky. It'll loosen up a lot. Like mine at home is, I've done, obviously 100 hours of it. So I spilled there at the end, but like that's the resulting cup right there.
Da-da-da!
Now to clean up, I just twist this off over to the garbage.
Compost, yeah. Ha.
And I just knock the top right off, and it's totally clean. And I give it a rinse.
It's really finishing the job. It ain't over till you taste it, though.
That's it.
Now do we get to taste it?
Most certainly.
Warming some cups. Very thoughtful. Thoughtful coffee maker.
Filter, but there's gaps around the outside here,
Yeah.
so you can get a tiny bit of that.
Tiny bit of
Just a
sediment.
very, very tiny bit.
So what is the bean that you roasted? What are we drinking?
So we're drinking part of our Harvey and Geisha series that we have on offer right now. It's sort of our fanciest coffee. It's my favorite coffee right now. And this is the natural coffee. It's the one that's processed with a natural process as a part of that series. So it's going to be very, very fruity, which is great. But coffee is a fruit after all, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And it's going to be clean. The green coffee itself was actually frozen, so it's going to be nice and fresh, vibrant tasting still.
All right.